Hey folks, Chris here. Just sitting downstairs after we recorded the finale of this mission. That's right. You are going to have... I'm not going to spoil it for you. But there's a finite amount of episodes left in this arc. And then, I think we're going to continue with Delta Green. That's what we talked about. And it makes the most sense to end out Season 2 before we jump into Traveler. And it also gives me a little bit more chance to flesh out Traveler more. So I think it fits the best. So, yeah. With that, I want to thank the fine folks at Patreon who are supporting us. They are Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, and Hovo, H-O-V-O. Appreciate you guys so much for your continued support. We're glad you guys are enjoying the show still, and we got a lot of crazy shit coming. That's all I can say. I'm very, very excited for what we got brewing next. I'm going to go back to running a game, and then Jake is going to run a game. Might not be that order, but we're both going to be running games to close out this season. So, yeah, that's all I got. Enjoy the rest of your day. Later.
Welcome, weary dreamscape travelers, to Nighttime Island Radio. The only place where sleepy eludes you and dreamy pastures are always on the horizon. I will be your shepherd this evening, and you can call me Little Whispers. Just listen to my voice, and I will regale you of tales not your own, and hardships far, far away. Now just sit back, and let your mind wander, my sheep. The agents contemplate their next step as they realize the stakes keep getting higher. Waking up in 237, they make haste and pick up Kevin and form a plan as quickly as possible. They have a lot of problems to solve after this, and they aren't quite sure where to start. Quickly making a speed run to collect all the instruments, they decide to head down to the hatch to see what is in there waiting for them. After descending the staircase below the hatch of room 137, they start to hear voices whispering to them, and they are not able to locate the sources of where they occur. Instead, they find a ritual room with James Palakiko sleeping peacefully on a stone slab. He looked gaunt, deflated, and at the end of his life. The agents better hurry if they are going to outrun time. James doesn't look like he has a lot left. Sweet dreams, my little flock. Until next time.
Hello, my little turtle doves. If you're listening, that means you came back, and I love you for that.
I thought you were going to say, hello, my little turtle dong.
I should have. Oh, my God. We were just talking about dongs. That makes sense. But if you're not talking about dongs, that also makes sense.
Yep.
There's never a time where you don't have to talk about dongs.
Yep. There's
one time, true story, Cody and his friends were attending his sister's baptism. And
long time ago.
I don't know what you guys were laughing at, but you guys and Cody at the time was I think 16 or 17. So you're at that giggle stage, where you can't contain it. And they're in church and it's supposed to be a super serious moment.
Church is the funniest thing. I could not contain my laughter.
But you brought your friend and they could not stop laughing. And they had this rubber ball and they kept hitting it during anyway, it was just, it reminds me of that. Cody just being inappropriate at inappropriate times.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were mentioning that you laughed at dongs in church or something.
No. I was going to say inappropriate times. Oh, you were probably talking about dongs. I don't know.
No,
you guys were really immature as examples.
It literally didn't matter.
How long do you think Jesus was? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by his wrist.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
that's right. That's right.
That was good. That was really good.
Thanks.
Before we go further, I want to mention that Witch Vomit released a new album this month, and it's really good. So if you want to check out Funeral Sanctum, it's a very banger album. I think my favorite is Decaying Angelic Flesh is probably my favorite song right now.
Wow.
Really good. So
Say that again?
Witch Vomit is the band.
Yeah, no, the song you just said.
Decaying Angelic Flesh.
Nice. Love it.
So
That's wild
it's
shit.
very good. If you like Acid Witch, or sorry,
Witch Vomit.
Acid Witch is another really good band. Which is funny thing. So there's Acid Witch. The lead singer of the band also, he calls himself Slasher Dave, and he makes like Halloween music, but like straight up like the old school CDs that you used to get that you would put in with like the creaky floors and just like the woo kind of shit. Like he makes new stuff like that.
That's
awesome.
This is a bit Chris does where he makes up bands and what they actually play.
No, Slasher Dave is a legit person.
See, he's really good at it.
Also, the new Zombie is really good. Direct Injection is really, really. If you like Zombie, which is like they're a 2-piece like prog rock band kind of. They're keyboard and bass, and keyboard, bass, drum, so that the bass player plays the keyboard as well. But it's kind of like Stranger Things ish, like synthy kind of 80s music. But then this album gets really sexy at points, and like there's like a saxophone that gets brought out, and it's like, oh damn, we're going that way, huh?
That's Zombie
with ZOMBI is the band. That's how you spell it. But really good shit.
Yeah, I'm really into a Goat Cyborg. They made a song called "Curse Slime Injection," and it's really good. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can't tell which one is bullshit.
So
who's telling the truth?
Yeah, one of us is telling a lie, and the other's telling the truth.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so last episode we left off with agents went down and they saw the ritual room. Oh, no, Chris is holding up a vinyl that looks like Hogwarts.
Witch Vomit.
That's
Witch
Vomit. That's Funeral
Witch
Sanctum.
Vomit. Okay.
So
That's a pretty sweet cover.
it's a good
It's just Hogwarts, guys. Anyway, so
Never been there.
you discovered the old vessel, which is laying on a stone tomb-like bed area. You discover that is like just a gaunt version of John Palacico. So you're assuming it's his brother, James Palacico, has been there all this time.
I thought James was out and this is John.
Oh, it's John. Sorry, I'm confusing the twins.
You should ask him his name.
Yeah.
Are you John?
Whispering. Are you John? Are you John Palacico? Wake up!
Get
Wake
right
up!
up to his face like, listen, you fucker.
Which
Palacico?
God, how
looks like
how
he's
bad
been-
would his breath smell?
He's been suffering for so long.
As a
And I
what?
grab his pillow and I put it over his face and I take
I don't think there's a pillow. I think he's just sleeping on this like
I just
stone
grab
slab.
his
He's
neck
just-
and
yeah.
just
Are
tell him,
there any like symbols or like carvings in the stone slabs themselves, or are they just like straight up like a stone like I'm imagining like almost like a mausoleum, like a crypt, kind of like a big stone like casket, but is there carvings or anything on the sides of them?
There are carvings now that there's light you can see, and you can recognize some of the sigils as some of the sigils that you would see on the hotel pen.
Interesting. They took
So that's how they're doing it, I bet. If they change the sigils to match down here, that they could feed off of those people's life forces, maybe.
Okay, I was wondering.
Maybe that's where the sigils work into it.
Okay.
Smart.
I mean,
So-
wrong, could potentially.
So when the voices said they have the sigil, are we now to maybe like who? I forget who all has pins on us.
I thought you all took a pen.
Yeah, I thought I did too. And I wanted to make sure because I forgot.
don't remember.
Okay.
Are there any... is there like a pattern on there, or like any of them lit up or anything like that as we look at it?
You don't see any light up. No.
Can we arrange our pins to the symbols that are on the...
Well, it just seems like the ones on the tomb aren't really like in an order. They're just like
like
written-
around?
They're just
Okay.
around it.
Okay.
So maybe they just took design inspiration off of these,
Yeah, maybe.
or maybe there's something
Yeah.
else.
So maybe we're to believe that it doesn't matter which one you have selected on your pin. Maybe it's just like as long as you have the pin, like one, like as long as you have the pin itself, not the sigil. Like
Right.
you're gonna.
Can I try to go outside of the cone of light to see if there's a wall? Like if... Can I just walk
good call.
like a perpendicular direction?
Sure.
Yeah, what are
Just
these?
like-
What are these things around the edge? These.
Oh, yeah. You don't gotta worry about those yet.
I do want to worry about them. Do I see something on the floor in those spots?
No, not in
Okay.
particular. No.
But yeah, I'm just gonna try to walk like if so. Is Strauss and John on the bed to the left or to the right?
John is on the bed to the left, or James. I forget which one. But
Stage right.
Mr. Pelakiko.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk straight, like to the left of them until
Into
I
the-
try to find a wall.
into the darkness.
Yes, but I'm not gonna like sprint.
Okay.
I'm gonna like walk kind of slowly and tell them what I'm doing,
All right.
and just let them know I'm trying to find a wall.
Are you
So-
turning your light? Are you have your flashlight on?
Yeah,
though?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And you're walking like for 10, 20 seconds, just straight,
Well, I would walk for what I imagine is about 50 feet.
50 feet.
Yeah.
You don't find a wall.
Oh, okay.
Damn, dude.
And then
no
I
way.
would just turn around and come straight back.
Do we see him in the darkness?
You can see him, but he just looks like a floating man
Oh
in the
my
darkness.
god, that's dope.
Just because it's a light. But if I look back, do I see this cone of light?
You,
Like, do I see them standing there?
you still see them standing there.
Right.
But then you trip on something
Whoa.
As I'm coming back?
As
or
you're
as
coming
I'm
back.
leaving them?
as you're coming back.
Light on the ground, what is it?
You see a shriveled up, like, hand. Almost like it's, like, zapped of its energy. And if you pan your flashlight to get a better photo, or, like, a picture of it with the light that you can see, you see there is just a mound of these shriveled up corpses. Just, like, no more liquid left inside them. It's just, like, someone drained their energy, and they're all just, like, in this pile, just dead
Chris
corpses.
is dying with them.
I'm just imagining it's like, well, that one's done.
yeah, exactly.
Yeet it into the dark.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
next guy, come up.
Yeah, and
It's
amazing.
That may be a sand
I
check.
see. I
Yeah.
see.
Holy shit.
Oh, I can't remember. I see Duffy trip. I'm watching him out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what'd you trip on?
I don't think we can see, but
Well, we can see him just floating.
we can see his light.
Yeah. You can see his light, and
Oh.
you see, like, since it's, like, 50 feet away, you don't really
Okay.
grasp what
Oh,
it is.
yeah,
I see.
Like, maybe I'm, like, walking back and you guys see the light, like, hit the ground. Like, skitter.
Yeah.
I rolled a 48 over 46.
Yikes.
Bullshit!
That's 2 sanity, my friend.
That's not the worst.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not the best.
Holy moly.
Okay, so I think he's gonna scream.
But I would say if you guys... Well, no, I can't. Yeah, you didn't. No, never mind. Continue.
I'm gonna scream and then grab my flashlight and then run back to the group and let them know what's over there.
Cool.
All right, so do we? Okay, so I'm like, wait, so do we think these are the old vessels then? Yeah, it sounds like
That's gotta be the
I
old
want to go
vessels.
look at it for myself too. See if I can go get a look at. Like, you come back screaming.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What'd you find?
There's a pile of bodies over there.
A pile of
Come here, and he's gonna grab
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Strauss by like the collar or something. And then,
I'm already like going with you, and you're just like grabbing me right next to you.
yeah.
The question is can you find it again since it's pitch black?
Well, yeah, because Duffy just walked. He picked like the corner of the bed and just walked straight. Mm-hmm. So I assume he probably could.
What's your navigate?
I mean, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna hang out by the thing.
I'm going to
10%
go.
probably.
I watched him go and then come back, and I'm going to try to follow that exact path,
Okay.
but scanning the ground
Sure.
with my flashlight.
All right.
And I have a 50 navigate.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I know how to walk a straight line.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, yeah, you know what?
so do I.
La-di-da.
Apparently not,
Yeah, I
according to
guess not.
Misha.
yeah.
Well, it's just like, if
Yeah.
someone told me to go back to the exact same spot in pitch black,
Yeah.
I would have, like, at least, like, some, like, is this the
Deviation,
correct, like,
But if I'm in a
degree?
lit up spot of a dark room, I would pick a point of reference and then walk straight from that point of reference.
And it's an angle, too. You can go straight out. It's not like, go stand in this spot and go exactly that direction. It's stand against this flat surface that's not
Right.
moving and walk straight out from it.
Right.
Okay,
And
you
then
know,
walk straight back.
I'm gonna agree. It's just, it's I'm gonna take Duffy as like dad directions, where he's just like he's going to understand where you can like flip him around and then be like, oh yeah, that's north, and then he knows where north is. I'm just gonna be like Duffy has dad directions.
It's not even being flipped around though.
No, you're not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with you.
Sorry, I missed why we're talking about this. Did he like lose the light? Or
Do
something?
I find the bodies?
Strauss wants to go see the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see these mound
Then
of
I've hit the
corpses.
floor.
I see.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I find the mound of corpses?
I'm gonna give it to you. Yes, you can find the mound of corpses.
How big? Okay, so I go out there and I'm seeing, now that I'm looking for it. I find it, and I start looking at, how big around is it? How tall is it?
It is. You see about 150. About.
Whoa! If I just quick scan, I'm like, oh shit, that's like 150 bodies.
Yeah, and if you do like a quick pan over,
Yeah.
you kind of recognize maybe that through the exsanguinated corpses, one of them may look familiar from the emails, the Delta Green emails from the past agents.
Oh, well, I was going to ask about clothing-wise. What's the clothing situation?
Mostly just like Hawaiian shirts.
Okay, I mean, they have clothes.
They
Not
have
all of them
clothes.
have like white gowns on.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So,
Oh wow.
so then my second reason I'm asking about clothing is, do they look like new?
They do look current.
Yeah. So current day.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do a walk around this mound. Just look for. I just search for any clothing that I might recognize as like.
Does he find his own clothing?
This might be a stretch, but I'm thinking like. I mean, I would gather that everybody here for a vacation is wearing like Hawaiian clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
But somebody who maybe came to, say, pose as some kind of legal authority might wear something a little different. I'm going to look and see if anybody's wearing, like, I don't know, like a fake, like an FBI jacket or something.
Not like an FBI jacket. Like, if you search the corpse that sort of look like the familiar...
I mean, yeah,
Delta
I'll
Green.
if one of them does, like, trigger like that, I will look at that.
Yeah, in his pockets you see, like, a FBI notification. Because the cell that went before you guys didn't have the maritime identification.
Yeah.
So you get, like, the usual... And, like, you've been through Delta Green campaigns before, so you could probably spot, like, a fake FBI badge when you see one. And you could tell that it was made semi-recently, that particular badge.
Okay. Interesting. So my is it reasonable to assume that Strauss would think, oh, this is all the missing people?
You would assume so. That would be reasonable.
Why would they be here?
Well, okay, I'm going to say this because you guys did look at, let's see, Fauna's side of the scroll. You did learn that the front side of the scroll is the ritual that was done every 70 years, and then the back side.
The back side was Frederick's
New One.
Frederick's, yes.
Right.
And so Flora told you guys that the meaning of it was that they would make people be in a time loop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But because you did have that in front of you, then the other side is like what it costs. The cost of making people be stuck in a time loop and feeding Azathoth would
Right.
be to drain someone of their life to make someone in a cycle to give Azathoth life.
Right. Yeah. Well, that is.
Oh,
that
wait,
is
are
a
they
new
draining this to drain people to keep the Palakiko alive?
They drain so that John's ritual can keep people in a time loop to feed Azathoth to wake up.
Okay.
So that's the cost of John Palakiko's ritual.
Wait.
I'm confused.
Which is different than the other ritual that they've done.
Yes. So John Palakiko made a ritual.
Are you talking Frederick?
Frederick Marlowe
Oh, sorry,
did the
yeah.
ritual.
Okay.
Frederick
okay.
Marlowe did a ritual. Sorry.
Yeah.
He made the ritual on the back of the scroll
to time loop people.
to time loop people to feed Azathoth.
Yeah.
But he never came back to the island after he wrote that, right?
No, he didn't.
So then someone learned that ritual and is doing it.
So wait,
Probably-
let me restate
Sure.
like what you just said. Like, so because I don't think we learned anything from what you just said. I thought that was what we already understood. There's two rituals. One where it keeps it asleep, and that one's the
transfer it to a new body.
Exactly. And then there's the other one, which is to time loop people to transfer energy to wake up Azathoth.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I'm just telling you what the cost of that ritual is. which is someone's life force to put someone else in a time loop to feed
So wait.
Azathoth.
Oh, wait. Okay, so you're saying... Okay, the new information is that it costs energy in order to sap others of energy in order to transfer that energy to
Yes.
Azathoth?
Yes.
I just go shoot John in the head. He's convoluted.
Oh. Yeah, I thought...
Well, so
Tired of this life.
So there's... Okay, I mean, the whys and hows don't super matter to Strauss. It's more like
Well, they matter
he's
to
trying
me.
to piece together, okay, so all these missing people that Kevin had told us about, that the whole reason we're here is that people go missing. This seems to be them. So...
Well, the plus side, we only have to find...
One.
Yeah, we only got one agent to find.
Yeah, so
So-
I would wander back and just kind of share back into the light and be like, guys, I think we found all the missing... I think I found the missing bodies. I'm going to go take a look. And I want to go look and see if I can find one that looks like West.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm to believe that they aren't time looping people to feed Azathoth. Like, all the missing people weren't being time looped. The missing people were being sapped of their energy via some other means in order to time loop people in order to feed Azathoth. That's correct, right? Like, there's some people being time looped, and there's some people
So
being...
the people
Yes.
the dying are feeding the time loop.
Yes.
They're allowing the time loop to continue.
Okay, so the
That's
cost
how
of the
my-
ritual is someone's life. To conduct the ritual to put someone else in a time loop to suck their energy away.
Oh,
and
to
feed it
start the ritual.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
But they don't need like one person to die per other one person stuck in the time loop.
They do. So it's one to one.
one,
So
yeah.
sacrifice one, feed Azathoth with the other.
So how many-
four people died to put us in this time loop, it sounds like, right?
Yes.
What about the rest of the people though?
Well, yeah.
How many people are at the resort?
Yeah.
It's not 150.
So it sounds
So there's gonna be more bodies.
Yeah, so I think like basically the total number of people that are missing, including the agents, half of them died instantly and half of them are in time loops. It sounds like.
Sounds like.
Okay, got it.
Well, now Strauss is starting to believe maybe like, okay, maybe there's a little more... Maybe there's something to this woo-woo bullshit ritual I learned.
He puts his gun away and he's just like, maybe not.
I'm still on the side of just shoot John again. This end it one way or another. But I do want to search the pile and see. Is there one that looks like West? So we
There isn't.
okay.
All right, so we know.
Nothing. We don't know anything.
No, we have where this is going down. We got Palakiko, so we need to bring somebody down here. We need to figure out who's performing this other ritual. I'm assuming it's Tiffany Mallow, but we don't know for sure. Right?
I mean, we have to assume it's Tiffany.
Someone's having to off these other people to keep this whole thing going.
We could just go upstairs and get her.
Yeah, we can just go upstairs.
We got the stuff.
All right, let's.
Do we want? Maybe we just trank her and stick her on the other bench and then do the ritual and see what happens.
Sure.
All right, so we're to believe this altar can perform multiple different rituals, and that John's just here from the last time that the transfer happened. He just stayed there. Okay, so
We don't know if the other. Yeah, we assume that the other things happened here, but so they come down here every so often, put another body on there, or we don't know if they.
Yeah, we
they must be
don't-
reversing into John then, so they're putting them there and sucking the energy out of them and the John, then just eating them into a pile.
John is a conduit. Yeah.
So-
Okay, I want to look at the altar.
John-
I'm
yeah,
kind
John
of
That was
John, do it, dude. So I guess Acid Reflux is still a little interested in finding out if there is another ritual here in terms of like, because I am with sort of Strauss and stuff and basically mentioning like, hey, this sucks to be able to just like lean into this ritual and that's the only out we have and like, you know, so I'm basically looking for other signs of another ritual. So I just want to inspect like the altar and stuff.
Yeah, I would say that's what I want to look at. Like, is the one with John covered in dust, like you see dusty, and the other bed is like clean? Does it look like it's been used recently?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can tell that, but but is there a way to see if like
Like run your finger along it. Is it dust?
exactly.
You can tell that this altar is very well maintained.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. So I just kind of look at the sides. Like, I want to really inspect this thing hardcore and find out if there's, like, for example, try to make a correlation between some kind of, if there's any drawings or depictions of the rituals, and if there's any correlation to, like, oh, I noticed that this thing is this ritual, but then there's, like, this sign of another ritual or something. Like, I'm looking for anything. And I'll probably scour the darkness a little bit, like, go in a circumference around, because, like, maybe Azathoth is, like, highlighting this as, like,
that's
hey,
a great idea. Maybe, I mean, we should theoretically be able to, like, walk around this light if we can still see the light.
Also, like, well, before that, I think Ace would you look at like you're still by the bodies, right, Strauss?
Which
I
we
mean,
need
I
to-
came back to tell you guys about
Right,
them.
I would say,
then I
like,
go back to go look.
Let's go check those bodies and see if any of them have matching pin symbols. Maybe that's how they're picking who dies, because
That's
they
what I thought,
assign the
too.
pin,
Yep.
the pin 3 letters, and that's who they're going to sacrifice or
That's a
whatnot.
good point.
It might be something that we could just try to find some sort of understanding.
Also, fair is fair. I have to have Strauss roll for Sand because he did look at the
yeah.
bodies.
Yes.
And
For
so
sure.
fair is fair.
Okay.
and roll for bodies. 24 under 58.
Nice.
Seen a ton of bodies.
I've seen so many bodies.
So many just exsanguinated bodies.
Okay, so is there anything quick on the altar that I see?
You see that, not on the altar, but if you look at the pedestals, you see symbols on the pedestals of like a flute, a bell. So like each
that's fair.
pedestal has a symbol coordinated with what instrument is on each
Okay.
pedestal.
Okay,
Nice.
and is that all I see then?
That's pretty much all you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then
And you see like the eye symbol everywhere too, like the bleeding eye symbol of the cult and stuff.
yeah, just everywhere. And on Chris's note, was there a pin on John's body?
There is not a pin
There's
on
not.
John's.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
But let's
He's
look.
just
yeah,
in a white robe or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
wanna
just had a
look-
white robe on.
I want to. Yeah, certainly want to look at the bodies.
Does he have a tall hood on that robe?
Cool. So yeah, I just kind of go in a spiral. I tell everyone, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm kind of going in a spiral pattern. Like, I want to see if
That's
there's
a great
anything that's
idea.
not highlighted, because it's clearly like they're highlighting this pedestal. At least someone is, like, some magical light, some kind of crazy supernatural bullshit's going on in this room.
Azathoth's looking at us.
Yeah. So like,
That's his paper.
That's his peeper.
yeah. So I'm definitely curious if there's some like hidden pedestal like
Yeah,
out
I
in
think
the
it's a good
darkness.
Okay, yeah. You don't find anything when if you spiral out.
Okay. Spiral out.
Yeah. What was you? What did Chris?
I wanted to go take a look at the bodies with maybe Strauss and I can go back and look at the bodies, and I want to see if there is corresponding symbols, like if they all have the hotel guest symbols, right? They have like the name tags, and see if any of the symbol 3 matches like match on like 5 of the bodies have the same symbol, and then another 5 have the same set of symbols, to kind of understand like, are they using the symbols to be like, hey, here's who we're going to kill today, you know, XYZ, and the next day it's going to be ABZ,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
So I'll have you roll Sand once
Yep.
you get up to the bodies.
52. 52 over 51.
I'm
Ooh.
so sorry. That's a 2. That's a 2.
All right, I haven't hit my breaking point yet, so we're good.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Uh,
Go down to 49.
so Ace, what you discover when you were looking specifically for the hotel pins is that you do see individuals in this pile that have hotel uniforms on, but you see that the pin has been ripped off.
Oh, okay. All right.
So no pins on the bodies anywhere. But you do see like some individuals that have hotel uniforms.
Right.
But no pin.
So I couldn't find somebody that's just like, hey, house cleaner, get got. Okay. Yeah, I think the best thing is we know it's here. We know how to get here. I think we go up and have a little chatsy poo with Tiffany Mallows.
And we could see if she remembers us for any reason. Because
She's going to remember us, but...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If
Well, she met
has-
you on the day you arrived, so.
but I mean, of yesterday,
Yeah, of our conversation from from our yesterday.
right?
Yeah.
Well, she clearly can reset this loop. She's aware of it.
Yeah.
She can
Yeah.
reset it. I'm assuming if we had killed her, it would have reset also. Just an assumption. But now I'm wondering if she is outside of it,
Right.
or in it, or how she interacts with it.
I get it. So, all right. So, someone's going to have the chloroform. Someone's going to have the...
Yeah, so
I think we should have multiple people ready. Like, someone should have the sedative and a needle, and another person should have the chloroform.
I think it should
ready
be
to go.
2 or like 3 people on Tiffany, 1 person straight up to Brigands.
Yeah.
Because we know he has a gun.
Who's got the best shooting? Who's the best shooter?
I'm pretty good.
I've got an 80.
Yeah. Not as good as that.
I got 50 firearms.
I mean, I would just... My personal thought is we just shoot Brigand in the head.
Yeah. I think we just get rid of it.
I think we have to be near her before we do that. I
Plus,
think
I mean, like when we get into her office, like
Yeah.
first step, boom.
no, I think we need to have her secured, or like have 3 people around her so
Right,
that
I
she
see what you're
can't.
saying.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a distance we have to close to get to her when we shoot him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think
You know
it should be 1 person up, gun on Brigands, and then the 3 people go get Tiffany and pull her away from her desk, because that's where she got the gun.
Yeah.
Was in the drawer of her desk.
Yeah.
So if we have 3 people just move her from her desk, 1 person kill Brigands, and then we can...
Yeah. So
I'm just picturing,
Gouge your eyes out.
I'm just picturing us like walking in and just ate like Terry Tate office linebacker, her just like running, leaping over the table, just hitting her.
What's going to make this really hard is if she remembers. Yeah, because if she remembered, she probably did some introduction, but she's going to be prepared to be like, no, I'm ready. She's just going to shoot herself instantly.
Well, I was thinking that too, but like, if I was a player, I'd be like, why? If I was Tiffany Mello and that was the case, and I remembered, then I'd just be like, wake up.
Right,
like, because what would I have to do?
I guess theoretically, well, I don't know how it works, but theoretically, she would only really benefit from that. She benefits from not shooting herself until we are going to do something.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. We get up. This hotel key gets us anywhere, right? Or is it right?
Yeah, it got you up and
so we don't need to go tell the front desk we're there to see her. Let's just fucking hit the elevator, go up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we see Huxley, just cold cock him in the face.
You guys just did not like Huxley.
Fuck Huxley.
Yeah.
He led us there. He's in on this shit.
Yeah, Huxley.
Just on it today.
And I don't know. I have this in games where like Tyler ran a superhero game and there was a bone doctor.
Oh yeah.
And the front desk lady, I was like, that front desk lady's in on it, and like, so we fucking killed her. He's like,
Dr.
no man, she's just a
Calcium.
normal guy. She's just a normal person. It's like, no, you're not going to be like a secretary of this horrible doctor. Like
He was like I made him a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
And like his whole deal was like he was like stealing. I think it was like stealing fat off people or some shit. Turn them into bone monsters. But he, for the rest of that game, refused to admit even the remote possibility that the front desk lady was literally just a secretary.
She wasn't. She knew it.
But yeah, no.
That is my feeling towards Huxley. You will never convince me that he is like an innocent human being. Like, he is he's in on it. He's a piece of shit. It's like,
led us to that room.
It's like their feelings. It's like Jake's feelings towards towards Danny DeVito guy. Like
Kevin.
You just have this like intense scrutiny of Kevin. And Huxley is my Kevin.
I'm 1000% still thinking like we're gonna do all this and it's gonna turn out that Kevin's the antagonist.
All right, so we use our key card, see if it gets us into the elevator.
It does.
We get up to whatever her floor was.
the suite.
The suite.
So what's my job in this whole thing? What am I doing?
You're gonna help. Okay, so you want to have the chloroform. You want to have.
I want Brigands.
So
You want Brigands?
I want Brigands.
Okay.
Are we charging her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we were tranking her. Isn't that faster
Well,
than chloroform?
We don't have one.
We have both. We have chloroform, and we have. I'm just saying, let's chloroform. One person has chloroform.
We
One
gotta-
person
we're
has
gonna
the tranquilizer, because that way, if the needle gets knocked out of their hand, the chloroform guy, we shouldn't have everything on one person.
Right.
Everybody should have an item to help with this.
Wait.
I'll hold her. I got pretty good.
Nice.
I can bear hug her.
Yeah.
I thought of two problems.
What you got?
One, she has that safe room. We might want to get in that safe room and see if there's.
We don't know if
anything
she's
in
going to be there because she's not expecting us to be there. So we could get there and she's not there.
there. No, I just want to see what's
Yeah.
inside the safe room.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did we
Two,
confirm?
Well, that's
that
where we're
she
going to
has
take her
one?
to torture her.
How are we going to get her down to the basement in like 137 if she's like passed out?
I mean, we'll just.
We roll her up in a rug.
Yeah.
Try and take it.
We weakens at burning it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, she passed out. She's all
She's
shit.
just like,
One too
We gotta
many mimosas.
Sorry, you're the owner of the hotel. She passed out,
Yeah.
so us four strangers need to take her into the basement. Like, don't worry about it.
Coast Guard emergency.
And so I forget. We're trying to use her as a vessel. Is that the whole point of this?
I mean, why?
Yeah.
No, we should figure out what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
But we can use her as a vessel.
I thought we were gouging her eyes out and using her.
I mean,
as a
I'm
vessel.
cool with that.
Yeah, I don't care.
That could be what ends up happening. Well, we just need info.
So I will
just doing shit
do my
now.
best to restrain her.
Do
One of
your
you
best. You're huge.
Right, but I mean, I could roll crappy.
Okay.
But anyways,
Should just be like wiggle.
so one of you needs to have the chloroform. The other person needs to have the sedative, like sedative in the fucking needle, like
Yeah.
ready to go. And
I'll
then
have chloroform.
chloroform.
I'll,
that means reflex is going to have the.
All sedative.
You have the sedative, and you're going to get. We got Duffy with guns
Brigands.
on
Wait, I
Brigands.
thought
I'm
you
gonna
were going
kill
to be
him.
guns because you have the best gun skill.
Well, he said he
Again.
wanted brigands, so.
Yeah.
Didn't you shoot him the first time?
I don't think
No,
so.
I shot him the first time.
You shot him the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do know that shooting brigands does not
No.
trigger the.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we know
Okay.
that, yeah.
Just her dying is what triggered. Okay.
Coo.
We don't even knock. Just open the door
With our feet.
with. Yeah.
Let's kick it down.
Not like,
I thought you
not like
took off
gently
your
with our
sandals.
toes.
Yeah,
No.
massage the doorknob
we
with our
monkey
feet.
toe the door handle. And
It's like
Just have our card with the foot. Just bloop. Okay, here we go.
I see the like cartoonization of this on like YouTube, and just like this moment, just being like, yeah, a bunch of agents putting our feet on there.
Hopefully our key card gets into the room. I didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
sure,
that.
yeah.
It worked yesterday.
We swiped the key card and then we kicked the door.
I thought they were waiting for we talked with them downstairs and they
Yeah.
brought us up.
Oh, that was the first day. The second day when you came up and she shot herself in the head.
I thought we still
No, we-
told her
we
we
still
were coming.
told-
We
we-
came up there under the pretense of being like, "Hey, we need to talk about the investigation some more."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, we fucking know what's going on here." And she's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
The ultimate fuck you. Okay.
All right.
You guys kick open the door?
The ultimate fuck you.
I think
Yeah.
we should
Ha! Guess what?
Yeah.
I'll kill myself.
So I don't think we should.
I don't think we should kick open the door.
Yeah, I don't think so because her reflex might be boom. I think
Right.
she's more likely to not if we kind of.
I
let's
think she's just
walk
likely
in
to
first.
not, no matter what. Like,
She's also
I doubt
arrogant and cocky and thinks she knows what's going on.
Exactly,
So
but
we
I
can use that against her.
I doubt there's any scenario where she just immediately sees something and shoots herself in the head.
Right.
I think that if she remembers the deluge,
Well, no, but
then she'll know
but
that
we don't-
we know
but
that
we
she can
don't-
shoot herself.
we don't know
But
that.
we don't know that.
We don't
I
know.
know,
and
but we
don't
should
know
prepare
if-
for that.
And we don't even. There's no even assumption.
I'm saying if we play dumb and we go in there going like, oh yeah, we have another plan, like we're not going to rush her. We can get a little bit closer in and then rush her. Is what I'm saying.
Well, we need to get in there.
Yeah.
So
That's what.
Jeffy kicks open the door.
All right.
Door's
perfect.
kicked open. Cool.
No, I'm just joking.
Duffy pulls out his gun.
We open it gently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Knock, knock.
So is the door open?
The door's open.
We good to go?
here we go in. It's who's in the office.
And we don't say we're back. By the way, we don't allude to the fact that we've done this before.
Yeah, we
that's
just
all,
put
that's
our-
what I'm saying.
I was
Our
really hoping
hands
to be
on our
like, guess
hips
who's
and-
back?
Yeah, don't
back
say it.
again.
Yeah.
We'll just mosey on in.
We don't say don't shoot yourself. We don't say that.
You're worth it. You're respectable. We love
Yes,
you.
exactly.
Is she in our office?
No, office is empty.
Are you
Son of a
fucking
bitch.
kidding me?
I'm so sorry, you guys.
Perfect.
It's just like it's 2:00 now, and I have a schedule to
No, that's
maintain.
fair. That's
Good.
No, that's how it works.
Go over to her desk. Is her
Ransack
desk
the desk.
open? Is it locked or anything?
There's like a middle drawer that's locked.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Because that's what,
shoot it.
Is that where the
Yeah.
gun was that she took out?
I believe what I said during that
thought you
encounter
pulled
was
it
that she pulled it out of her robe pocket.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
Yeah. Go through the desk. Make sure there's nothing there that she could.
I'm
fuck
getting in
with.
that middle drawer.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Don't compromise the computer. I need to hack that.
We need to go over to the safe room, or we know the safe room is. Is there any? How do you get into the safe room?
If it doesn't say it in the blueprints, then you don't know.
Right. So I'm gonna search the wall and see if I can find
Sure.
I'm gonna start pulling books. I'm gonna start looking for like a keypad, anything.
Strength roll to pry open the desk, and then search roll if you're searching the office.
And I'm going to begin hacking the computer because I want to. What I'm looking for is where the safe room is. That's secondary. For primary, I want to see if there's any evidence of another ritual in her documentation.
Was that SIGINT or no? That's
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Second?
it's hacking is.
Yeah, go
it's.
for
I believe it's.
I
it's not-
failed. My search is 97 over 21.
I'm also searching, and I got a 13 under 50. Well, 45 with a penalty, but
He's better at that.
it's not my first time ransacking somebody's office trying to find information.
Got it. Okay. You see that like behind the portrait, behind Tiffany Malo's desk, there's just like a one of those like light switches things, and like the switch when you push it open, it like clicks the door next to.
Ah, okay.
What's in there?
It's just like a small, 9x9 room with like security foot monitors on the inside.
Ooh, okay.
Like some chairs, like mini fridge probably in case you're in there for a long time. Stuff
I'm
like
gonna
that.
take I'm gonna take a drink out of the mini fridge.
Nice.
Take me a water.
She's going to get charged for that.
$10. Yeah, exactly.
And
And then they hear a gunshot because I failed my strength check, so I'm shooting the lock on the desk.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And I'm literally right next to you, like trying to hack, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
No, I'd warn you.
Okay,
I'd let
all
you
right,
know.
all right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm looking around the safe room like, what the... Duffy, what the hell happened?
Desk.
Got it. I immediately know what you mean.
Because you guys didn't see anyone, and I rolled walking from the elevator in the hallway to her office. You're good to go.
So there's security cameras in the safe room, and there are like the areas of the hotel. I want to start searching those, see if I can find her.
Well, let's go close the door to this room.
That's probably good.
First off, let's
feel like
close
it
the
was
door.
probably closed.
Well, let's just make sure we state that.
Yeah, state that.
As a person who's the GM,
Yeah.
if they didn't state that, that's something to use against them. We close the door.
Yeah.
Now, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
lock it.
Now that we know we're in here before they get in here, we hide behind those doors.
I like it.
She comes walking in,
Yep.
fucking syringe to the neck, nighty-night, shoot brigands the other way, bada bing, bada boom.
And
Bob's
I don't know what happens after that.
With
but
the,
I'm only that far.
with
But
the
You got the cameras.
gunshot going off, somebody might have heard that. She might come around into her office. I sitting by the cameras and see if she's on her way.
Yeah,
You let out some
that's a
sort
good
of whistle
call.
like caw
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Danger! Danger!
She's coming.
She's here. Yeah. So what's in the drawer?
Yeah. I'll signal you guys when she's down the hallway. The signal is Tiffany's coming.
You see, like some handwritten notes that you would recognize are in Frederick's handwriting. Just like you would like recognize them as like if you read through them and I scan them, there'd be like something like love letters, just like you're like you got this, like
That's
affirmation stuff. Not that's not it. I'm going through the list of what's in
okay.
their
Okay,
drawer.
I'm sorry. I was like, fuck
Give her
her.
time.
I also
Oh,
tell them to
wow,
search
cool.
for the thing I'm looking for. So while you're
What are you looking
listing
for?
off, so I'm looking for any evidence of another ritual that hasn't been listed here, and also, well, actually, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You see a lot of like, you know how like girls in high school would like draw their first name and then their crush's last name and stuff like that. Well, she kind of does
No.
that a lot. And like, okay, yeah, fair. You should see how many times I wrote Misha Douglas on stuff.
And it came true.
it is, if I'd never changed my last name.
Yeah, true.
You see like some, you can tell like from these scribbles, you can tell that she's kind of not like mentally all there. Like she's not a 28-year-old girl or woman. She's just like, still kind of adolescent, following like what her teacher told her to do. Kind of like not all there
She was
mindset.
Big grooming.
Very groomed. You see like photos of their like her and Frederick's wedding. You see, and then you see like some kind of like deranged notes, just like scribbles of just like I should have been the one. I should have been the only one. You should have trusted me. Why didn't you? Like just a whole bunch of like. And they get like the handwriting becomes like more and more sporadic. Like it's not like nice and neat. It's just like scribbles and
So this
stuff.
just like
Well, that's a big
notes?
clue, though. It means there's another person who knows how to do this. He didn't trust her alone, right?
Oh.
So that would lead us to believe there's somebody else here that could potentially.
Maybe
that knows
not
this.
here, but somebody else in the
Well,
world.
That's just something we got to talk to her about when we interrogate her in the safe room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
So if
that
I'm
is
sitting
really-
watching the screens, do I find her at all?
Yeah, you see her
Oh boy.
in the front of the hotel with the sheriff.
Okay, interesting. I'm just going to keep an eye, like while Duffy's still searching, looking through these notes. Reflex is hacking the computer. Ace doing whatever Ace is doing.
Yeah, just like position behind the door, just ready.
Yeah, like I'm just going to, now that I've spotted her, just try to follow her on the cameras the rest of the time we're in this room.
Sure.
Maybe I'll like peek around the room I'm in, see if there's anything interesting, but like I'm focused on her.
All right.
Is it Hackerman time?
Hackerman time.
Okay, so I guess I don't know if there's a computer science, but like I would have it, but like I don't think there
I think it's SIGINT is used
Yes,
for like
SIGINT,
hacking.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So SIGINT it is. Do I even need to roll? My SIGINT is 80, I believe.
Oh,
That's really high.
yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna give it to you, man.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I get in. I'm in. So yeah, I'm
Can you
basically
tell us that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I
It's a
make
secret.
sure.
She's
In fact,
working for them.
if I feel like you didn't hear me, I make sure you heard me. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm in, by the way.
Can you do the Hackerman clackety clack?
Yeah,
Clack,
I have
clack,
a
clack, clack,
I've got a
clackety.
keypad gauntlet where I can like Okay, I like it's a USB. Like I plug it in and I'm like, so
Like Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh.
actually, holy shit, I unironically want that actually.
I found their back door.
Oh my god, that sounds so sick. It shows you how nerdy I am. Like I actually want that. Okay, so I just look for what I told you, like any incriminating stuff, like any new information, but I'm specifically looking for any proof of another ritual, or now that I know that there's another person, any proof of who else that is.
You do not find proof of other people on Tiffany Mallow's work computer that could be part of this ritual. You do see more like notes and like you can tell that like her desktop is not organized. It's just very kind of like a manically put together desktop with all these like a bunch of files. If you go through the files, you just see some like normal hotel manager paper, like bills, stuff like that, costs of whatever.
Burying bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that is itself a clue. Is there like anything about anything related to rituals on there? Because if not, that means she has to be storing it somewhere. So the question is, where is she storing
I think
it?
Ace will go be like, make sure you check for hidden files. I know there's some way you go in there and click the folder and it'll say hidden. Maybe she's just says like hidden culty shit.
And I just kind of like I go like, that's why I'm glad I got you, Ace.
I just had a thought related to this. Where does she live? Why haven't we broken into her house?
She lives here, I thought.
Does she live in this penthouse?
She lives in the hotel room.
Okay.
I assume this penthouse, there's like is there another room that leads to like a bedroom?
There's not a room in, this is like her office.
Gotcha.
You never looked for like her penthouse, but
That's a great
Probably on the same
question.
floor.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, really good point. Because that's my thing, is like at this point, I really want to see her personal documentation of all of this.
Okay, how about this? We look on the blueprints, right? See if we can find the blueprints for anything labeled the bedroom up on this floor we're on.
Yeah.
We got the key. He's watching the cameras. We can all go through, take a look. He can send us a text message saying, like, the bird has landed. We'll know to get back to the room in time.
All right, sick. Good point. Yeah, so I pull out the email with the blueprints. I kind of look for what would maybe be her penthouse that you think that she would be on.
as for the ritual, to answer your question, there's no further rituals or information about any other ritual that is on her computer.
Okay.
But if you're looking for specifically like a large bedroom, there is a large bedroom. I want to say it's like on the floor beneath, probably. And it's like the size of 4 hotel rooms.
Damn.
So it's labeled penthouse.
Yeah, it's either a section of ones that I think that she would use, or one specifically that she would be using. So it sounds like it'd be in that region anyway. Okay, then good. Then I do want to do that at some point. Looking at Strauss, relative to where that is, I say, Strauss, like, where is Tiffany, and do we think we can get to the one floor down?
I mean, she's still
talking to the sheriff.
Yeah, I mean, right now she's talking to the sheriff, so I don't know if that's going to be good news for us, but she's at the front of the hotel.
Okay.
We could probably make it... We probably have time.
Okay. Well, then, as soon as everyone's wrapped up, like, with their things, I'm like, all right, I'm looking to go, and, I'll be like, I'm going soon, as if anyone wants to come with me, or else we're going with a group, or whatever we're doing.
I think someone should stay and watch the cameras.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's something we need to...
Yep.
That way we know she's coming. I mean, Ace can stay behind.
Okay.
Because I only have like I'm not good at searching. So if we're going to get there, I don't think I'm going to be able to help with a lot of stuff.
I'm pretty good at it. So
I think he could stay behind and watch the cameras and know. But like, hey, I'll shoot you guys a text when she's on her way.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so me and Strauss, Duffy, you coming?
Yep.
Okay.
Does she have a notepad or anything?
Like, analog?
On her desk?
Not on her desk, but like in the drawer, she had like the scribbles of notes and stuff.
I was just going to draw a dick and leave it on like three notes down.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
I'm going to write a note that says, we know, and put it on the underside of her desk.
Yeah, just say like Frederick sucks with like SUX.
Anyways, we
And
won't
put
bother.
like a tiny penis for Frederick and a big old dong that says Willem Dafoe.
I draw
Dafoe
a
sends his
little
regards.
tiny dick and a big one. I put an arrow to the tiny one that says Frederick, and then an arrow to the big one that says me.
William Dafoe.
Anyway, so we're going to go, one floor down? Is that
Yep,
what we're
let's do it.
Okay. At this point, it's about. You guys spent like about 20 minutes in the room.
Yeah,
Probably
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Tiffany's penthouse 230. Sorry, gotta take notes, guys. That's part of it.
No, it's good.
I'm not, so that's good.
Oh, right. So I feel like I gotta roll for this one, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's like a universal.
Why are you apologizing?
Oh, I know. I just feel like I'm against you guys, which I know is the case, but like, I want the best for you guys, but sometimes I feel like a dick.
You're just representing the world. It's fate that you are. Yeah.
Okay, so
representing.
this makes sense that the key card wouldn't work on someone's actual living.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
space.
Okay.
Locked doors never stopped us before, though.
True, but
Yeah, that's gonna hinder us a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna keep apologizing.
we've got some tools. So, like, yeah, I mean, I think we don't. Someone is like lock picking.
We got tools. Kick.
I was gonna say, yeah, I got some tools.
Just take off your sock and
Big
start
ass
finessing
muscles.
the doorknob.
So I have craft lock picking, but I mean, if we think we just kick it down, I don't know how strong these doors are, so we could give it a shot.
I mean,
This
I'm pretty
episode's brought to you
strong.
by Quick
Yeah.
Tarantino.
An average person is supposed to, all their stats are like a 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I have a 15 strength. I'm fucking jacked.
damn. Okay.
In
So
order for
yeah, let's try that. I mean, we shot a gun, so it's not like we're being discreet.
Yeah, true.
That's true. But I was also like, when I was making this campaign, I was thinking like, how sound dampening did they make walls in hotels?
Oh.
Just for just in case I needed that info. And apparently they do a lot of sound dampening between the floors and like not so much as walls because like structural stability stuff
Right.
and like things can get if you insulate walls too much and there's like you can get like infestations and like it's harder to clean out infestations of things when it's like more tightly packed and then that's why they don't do insulation in between walls but not so much about like floors.
Oh.
So if you didn't see anyone in the hallway when you went in, that means you'd have to be a sound dampening between floors, and then to me that makes sense that it would be extremely muffled, that someone probably wouldn't recognize a gunshot as like a gunshot if it was between
Gotcha.
floors.
I could see the penthouse too probably having a little bit extra. Like if it's her office, I could see her having some
Right.
sort, like maybe
Yeah.
not necessarily in the walls, but there might be like I think there's like certain paint that you can get that can help deaden stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's certain. I remember at the hospital we had to get some special stuff with the I don't want to say crazy people, but the mentally challenged people that we had there. So
Got it. Oh yeah. That makes sense. So yeah, since no one was in the hallway, it would make sense that you wouldn't have tripped off anyone from the gunshot.
Cool.
Okay.
What
So-
about when I kick this door down?
So I make a Rush Hours 2 a bonus footage like bloopers joke, and I say, Tyler, kick down the door.
And I kick down the door.
Jackie again.
Jackie again.
Jackie again.
Chris Tucker refers to Jackie by name, like kick down this door, Jackie, or something like that. And he's like, I forget what he says.
Jackie again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, a roll
He does
for
it
some
twice, yeah.
strength.
Yeah. Sorry. I keep apologizing. I'm gonna stop apologizing. Roll for strength, bitch.
Oh, I actually failed that.
Oh, it
An
just rolled
82.
from 20 to the 80.
broken leg.
Your foot just stops.
Never met a door so strong.
Yeah.
Your foot just stops like in
Yeah.
its tracks. This door has done its job.
What about Strauss and Ace together tag teaming it?
Well, I used to stay behind.
Oh, that's right.
That's someone's fan fiction that
Yeah.
they're writing about this.
Absolutely
episode.
just going to
Ace is,
town on this door.
Ace is staying behind watching the cameras.
That's right, I forgot.
He's just watching us fail.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
just like,
so what's my
Kicking that
strength?
door all wrong.
pussy.
I guess
What's your lock picking?
Huh?
What's your lock picking?
It's 42.
Oh damn, that's good.
Yeah.
I have 65 strength. I could try once. And
Okay.
if it doesn't work, we'd probably just try to pick the lock.
Yeah.
I got it. 9.
Nice.
9 under 65.
I would have got it too if I was there.
Strauss just kind of like loosened it up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
All right, you go, and it's like a very extravagant penthouse suite. You've got
Ooh.
like palm trees in there, like in like nice little vases, like huge vases. You have like higher ceilings. You have a piano in here.
Oh, damn.
Everything is like silk curtains, Dupioni, super fancy. You have like a tray of cheeses that you have no idea how to
I
pronounce.
don't know what that last word was.
Dupioni.
Jesus.
Gesundheit.
What is deep? What, the
Dupioni.
Diplo?
Dupioni is an expensive kind of fabric for silks.
Okay, gotcha. I learned something today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk about Dupioni and make a dissertation about how much I know about this particular fiber, but I'm not going to because that's not what our listeners tune in for.
You don't know that.
I eat her cheese.
I eat her cheese.
So there's a plate of cheeses.
There's a plate of cheeses. Everything is just like white and gold. But there's no cult robes or anything like that. It's just a very nice hotel pen suite.
I'm looking for
Suite.
any kind of documents.
Yeah, same.
Sure. All right.
And
I open the
dildos.
piano and look inside also.
Yeah.
Looks like a normal piano.
Do we know any? Do we find any musical anything at all notation wise? Because I'm thinking like, what if you play the right thing on the piano
I
when
know,
the door
right?
swings
I
open?
don't think so.
That'd be so
Man,
dope.
I wish I thought of that.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
a cool one.
That is
I
a
like
cool
that.
one, yeah. So we doing search rolls or what are we doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What you doing?
So yeah, I mean we're looking for that. So
That sucks. 67 search
fail.
failed.
I got it. 13
Nice.
under 50.
Hell yeah.
All right. So if you're like looking in a chest in her bedroom, let's say, you find some more like documents, and they're in Frederick's handwriting of just like sorry, that was my phone. I thought I silenced it. Sorry. Of just like very meticulous notes about like his last will and testament, where things are supposed to be distributed. Things that Tiffany needs to keep in mind after his passing, and you kind of get the sense that through these notes that Frederick knew that he was about to die, so he was like calculating it. He kind of
so he knew he wasn't going to get to see this through.
Yes. And you see like kind of a timeline of certain things. You see when like an end point when this all should end, and and kind of like coddling words of affirmation to Tiffany, like, I know you got this, you're my best student, and all this stuff. Yeah, that's what you find in like paperwork and chests and
so
stuff.
that's contradictory almost to what Tiffany was saying about like I should have been the one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like I'm.
We gotta go find where they met.
It's like weaving a tale, you guys.
We gotta fucking kill the other people there as well. We got a lot of people to clean up.
Yeah.
Watching the video, has she left yet? Anything like that?
I have to roll for that. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
It's just so nice. As a DM, isn't it just kind of nice? You don't have to make the decision. Sometimes you just roll for it. I kind of like that.
I just make shit up. I don't even roll. Okay, fuck it, let's go with this.
I just make shit.
You can tell that her and the sheriff have been like walking, so they're not on the same security camera, but
Sure.
you do see them still on like another side of the lobby in the front. So they're still talking.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to capture the notes, so it was Fred's notes, will and testament. He knew he was going to die. It's kind of timelines of like Azathoth's revival. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like how long it would take, basically,
Yes.
on the current course.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. I mean, what did it say? I'm curious.
It said that you're like approaching. So it said like, let's say it had like a small calendar and it had like May 21st like circled a whole bunch of times.
Jesus.
On it.
It's coming
that's
up.
That's like 3 days from when we got time looped or whatever. Jesus Christ. So I mean, like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay. And then is that about? I mean, it sounds like he was reassuring Tiffany that she was like his best student. Is that about? Did I cover about everything?
The cover, you can tell that those notes are very coddling. Like it's not so much like a husband and wife, but more like a kindergarten teacher to a 6-year-old. So it's like, you're so good, you're doing such a great job.
So maybe
You did such a good sacrifice. Good job.
Right. So maybe he did choose someone else for something important, but this is him reassuring her, like, despite that, like, no, you're doing a great job, despite, like, basically, like, compensating for the fact that he didn't choose her, maybe.
Bet you that person's Huxley.
It's
Fucking get him.
It's very astute of you.
Thank you. Yeah, but who the fuck is? Okay, anyways.
Well,
All right.
we'll find out when we
right.
talk with her.
I'm weaving a tale.
Now you have information to use against her to
Right.
get her to spill
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
beans.
true. Although I would like someone else to do it because I'm not charismatic. Hey. But okay. So is that about? We're about to search this place. Then it sounds like that's about it.
I'm gonna say Ace.
Yeah.
While you're looking at these security cameras, if you still see Tiffany and the sheriff
Yeah.
talking in like the front foyer area, but then if you just kind of like keep looking on the same monitor, you see Brigands, and Brigands just kind of turns his head and looks right at the security camera.
What
Cool.
the fuck?
Cool.
Fucking
All right.
He's a cyborg. Okay, so question. I think at this point, so like I was saying, like that's about everything. We searched everything in this penthouse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there's one thing that I still am confused by is like I would expect Tiffany to have like a ritual headquarters, okay, where she's like she stores everything, like all of her plans and like her timelines. Like this is evidence of a past thing. You know, and then she has her like office, but there's still no documentation that's like where
all in
she
her brain.
keeps her shit. I guess, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
He,
but
he
like,
was grooming her for many years, many
I guess
years.
that's
So they were
true.
together for, gosh, I don't know if I wrote the marriage date
Yeah, I guess that's
timeline. But he married her when she was like 22, 23. And it's 2018 right now, so he probably married her in like 2012.
okay.
12.
So just to finalize the topic, like I look at the blueprints again, specifically looking this time for any other like place which would be like a secret place for her headquarters, like where she would stash a bunch of information. Is there any place that
think
looks
maybe
out
that's
of order?
the ritual room is where we're going to find anything else.
Yeah.
It's all in her head, or
Yeah, I just want to make
it's
sure.
there?
Like, there's no place that I can like surmise like another weird, missing room off the blueprint, or an oddly shaped room that shouldn't be an IDF closet or anything.
No, but I would say like probably in the documentation, you can see like Frederick's will and testament, like I mentioned, and how he left the scrolls
How much
to
money
his
did he leave
sisters. And he left like the scrolls to his sisters, and then the items back to the original setman.
Okay.
Because he like you kind of get the pin, like he is kind of sentimental about like certain things
Right.
Regarding certain things, and so he left those items back to the setman. But he didn't leave those items to Tiffany Mallows, which she is kind of angsty about.
Is there any other names that they see on the list that we haven't heard yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Good question. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that exhausts my investigation then here.
And I'll probably text them like, Brigands might be on. He's staring at the camera. I flipped him off.
Got him.
And when I look at the security cameras in this room, is there security cameras showing the office as well? Like right outside where I'm at?
Yes.
Okay.
But I kind of feel like you guys would have noted that.
Sure, yeah. I'm just thinking when we get back, we probably should unplug those if we can.
Yeah.
If we're waiting, so.
All right. You guys communicated.
Yeah, I'm not sure the next step though is. We wait for her and should.
I think when you guys get back, let's unplug all the cameras in the room.
Perfect.
If we can. And then wait for her to get here. Hide behind the door.
So,
All right, there's
so
nothing
y'all-
nothing more to check out in their penthouse. Let's go back upstairs. Let's
Yeah.
wait for her.
Yeah, let's do it. So our current running plan is to capture her, go down and actually perform the ritual today. Is that essentially what we're thinking?
I think we capture her, wait for her to wake up, and then,
Oh, and then do some
talk,
interrogation.
like bind her, and then talk with her and try to get more out of her.
That's
Maybe
right.
we can use
we need more
this
information.
Yeah.
information about there
Yeah.
being somebody else
That's right.
against her to get her to open up more.
I like it.
And if not, then yeah, we'll take her downstairs and cut her fucking eyeballs out, and then put her on that slab. So.
Yeah, we'll see what she says about that. I'm interested to see if she would like that or hate that. Like, does she really want to be a vessel, or would she not want to do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like she'll want to, but
Okay, so about this point, probably like 3 p.m.
Sure.
And you're waiting in her office?
Yes.
Okay. She does not show up. 3?
yeah, we have like an ambush plan. Basically, we're hiding until they get in and like close the door, and then we're gonna try to do the same thing we did before, where we like, dispatch, the dude and capture her.
Yeah. Okay. It is now 4.
Where is this woman?
She is not showing up.
Question: When we came here the last time, the last day, what time did we get in there?
You got in there. Taking notes. Good. I got took notes.
Yeah.
You got there about 5:30.
Okay. Cool. Well, then
We don't
we're,
know where
we're
she
still
was
waiting.
before that.
No.
We still got the cameras. We can look for on
Yeah.
the cameras, but
And say we can watch her on the camera.
5 o'clock shows up. Tiffany is still in Ocean.
It'll be really telling if she has a different pattern than previous days.
yeah.
Okay.
Silence is palpable.
Tiffany still isn't at the office at 6.
Where is
Oh
she?
my god, dude.
Watching her on the cameras. Where is she?
I'm going to assume that Ace has been looking at the cameras continuously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So about 5:30, you see Tiffany end her conversation with the sheriff.
It's a long conversation.
It is a
She's
long
there
conversation.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah. She checks her watch on her wrist.
Mm-hmm.
She still is analog, She's cool like that. Mm-hmm. And she looks up at the security camera, and she walks off with brigands towards the party zone.
Okay, so they know we're here, yeah. Which makes sense, I suppose. Okay, so they're not coming up because they know we're just waiting. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I
No.
rolled it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. No, that's totally fair. I mean, they must have just known from other notifications. They got security camera going, hey,
They got people
the
everywhere.
people are there. Yeah, they're like communicating whatever via earbuds. Okay. Well,
Well, then she's not coming back. Do we need to go to her?
Works for me.
Yeah, let's go hunt her down.
Okay.
Because at this point, it really doesn't matter what kind of a ruckus we cause.
Nope.
No. Well, yeah, and we just want information. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah. So we're gonna try to find out how to get her safely and interrogate her.
No, that's gutsy. Just because it's past 6, so it's like high time, party time, a lot of witnesses, and she's walking towards the party zone.
Exactly.
But that's all on you guys. You guys call shots.
I mean, what else are we gonna do? Like, basically, we can reset and take the exhaustion penalty, or we can try to get some value out of it and then take the exhaustion penalty.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go find her.
All right. You guys leave the penthouse after...
Long ass time.
Yeah, long ass time. You got there at 2 and you did all the searching and it took about an hour. Okay, so you make your way down.
I'd ransacked her penthouse also.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'd be pissed off too.
Shat on her piano.
Take all her notes.
Yeah, so you make your way down. It's considerably noisier at this time. Lots of music, lots of shouting, lots of volleyballs, stuff like that. Lots of people running around, scantily clad things.
Yeah, how are we going to do this?
I just want to. We need to find her first. Can we find her? Do I
Yeah.
need to search? What do I need to roll to get
I mean,
eyes on this?
where do
bitch?
you go?
I mean, out the direction we saw her go,
Yeah.
Okay.
So we kind of
Towards the
survey.
yachts.
towards the yachts. Yeah. Do we know she has a yacht?
I mean,
She's gotta.
I'm going to say, yeah, she has a yacht.
Because I mean, we can go to that, assuming she went there.
Oh, that'd be maybe a good place.
That we don't know.
I'm going to think that Frederick bought her a yacht.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
like a
am
rich thing, right?
exiting the hotel the direction she did to search for her
Yeah.
All right.
with chloroform.
With chloroform.
Not out in the open, but
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I have the chloroform.
Yeah, lawn dart and some lime.
So I would say from the itinerary and boat scheduling and everything that Kevin already had, Tiffany Malos does have a yacht on the end of a pier at so you have the big long U of lines of party zone boats. Tiffany's gigantic 3-story yacht is on the end of one of the U's.
God damn. 3 stories.
That's a rich person's yacht, right? Like
That's
3
fucking
stories?
super
Sure, I
cool.
don't know.
That's like,
It's like Jeff Bezos
yeah,
stuff.
that's like getting there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Frederick left her all the money, so did live her something.
That's true.
Well, time flies. Gosh. You guys have been stalking this lady out.
I know.
So you go to
Yeah,
Tiffany's
no,
yacht.
I'm going that direction if we know she has one because I need to find her.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we have nothing else to
Do
do.
we
as
find
far as
it?
I know.
right.
Like, I have no more other leads, really.
yeah, we just need a little bit more information.
All right, so you get to Tiffany's yacht. It's still on the pier, so you can just see that. And what you see on where the yacht and the pier is, you see normal crew staff. They have a different uniform than the hotel staff. And they're just kind of walking around doing their business. They're doing
I will.
sales. shit.
So if I clock that these guys is probably a yacht crew.
It's probably got cute.
Excuse me. Did Miss Mallows come this way?
Yeah, she went down below. She said she's she's kind of avoiding some meetings that she doesn't want to attend.
That's fair. I briefly flashed my fake Coast Guard badge. That's Coast Guard. Just need to talk to her about something, and I will push ahead to the yacht. I don't know who's with me. Are we all going?
I assume we're all going to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, because no one knows a fuck about maritime law.
Yeah. Don't know shit about it. Don't care.
No.
Y'all boys like Chicago?
They're like, wait, what?
Yacht Rock. You look like Yacht Rock. You guys are working on a yacht, right?
Wait, I'm not sure what you're saying. Sorry.
Is the Chicago Yacht Rock?
I would say Chicago's 100% Yacht Rock.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Like smooth listening,
I
easy
guess.
going yacht. Yeah.
But they
I would
don't.
assume Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
1 second. I'll look up something.
Is Chicago Yacht Rock?
Okay, yeah, we're good. They don't question the maritime law badge. They're just like, I don't want to fuck with that because maritime law is very high end and no one knows it until you get in trouble with it.
Well, I go on to her yacht.
Okay, yeah, you just see the normal bustling. You see the people cleaning windows. There are a lot of crewmen everywhere, just kind of
Well,
making
he
sure
said
things
she's
are...
below, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
look around for some stairs and go below.
Sure, you find stairs. They head down.
Where I'm searching room by room. Is there anything? What am I? Is it like a big bunch
Yeah,
of hallways?
there's like a hallway. This is a huge boat I'm creating in my head right now.
I'm gonna start I'm looking for. Where do you guys think an office would be on a yacht or a bedroom? I have
In
no
the
idea.
bow or the stern?
I don't know which one's which.
I don't know either. Okay, I was hoping one of you would know.
I think the stern is the front.
It would be in the stern.
Then I would go where my character would reasonably guess an office of some kind would be.
Thankfully, all of them are labeled with what they are. So.
Oh, there we go. Find me an office.
All right, yeah. You see one room in the end of this corridor hallway thing with the door closed.
Okay. Well, I will go to there and... Should we knock or just open? No, I just go, just open the door and push in.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, now I do have my gun out.
Yeah, guns out.
But not... The chloroform's probably in my pocket because I need to see what's going on first.
Sure. Okay, you walk into the room and you do see... And Tiffany... You see Tiffany behind a desk, but she's about the length of the room away because the desk is on the furthest end. So I'd say about at least 15 feet away from you. Briggins is right behind her with his gun out also. And she seems like cool as a cucumber like she did previously, like when you guys came into her office. And, she still has her, like, pretentious vape pen thing.
Oh, God.
And she's just like, she's like, Frederick always told me that there would be some interference in his plans and to plan accordingly. And I've always done what he said.
Miss Mallows, what are you talking about? We're just here to talk to you about the yacht arsons. I'm, like, playing dumb. Seeing what she remembers.
With your gun out?
I was back here like this a little bit.
Frederick always had a plan, and he had a plan for everything. He had a plan if someone interfered with his plans, and he sent me to finish what he could not.
Is Brigand aiming his gun at us, or he just has a gun out?
He has it out, and he has it, like, ready. It's, like, pointed down, not at anyone in particular, but he's just, like, he's on standby. And she's just like, no one is going to make me fail, Frederick.
So what is it how would you fail, Frederick? What's going on? Maybe we can talk this out. And I'm moving into the room.
I think we're all four in the room by now.
I'm actively moving closer to her in case that changes what she's doing. Because I'm going to get up and I'm going to shoot Brigand in the head.
Frederick chose me. He had me there for support, but he knew that he needed help to make his plans come to fruition. You see, the God talked to him. He was the chosen one. He was special.
Uh-huh.
And we need a pure awakening to deliver his plan.
All right, I'm going to aim my gun at Brigand. Like, Strauss is barely listening to her. I'm just trying to get it close as I can. Mm-hmm. I'm going to aim my gun at Brigand while she's talking. Does he do anything?
He mirrors you. He's like the second you raise yours, he raises his.
I'm going to shoot him.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, like I'm not. I don't. Strauss doesn't let the
go.
Yeah. Strauss doesn't let the villain monologue for too long. I'm just getting close enough.
I mean, it's just going to happen every single time we let this lady open her mouth. She just starts talking and then nothing happens. Like
24 under 80.
Okay, you shoot Brigands.
Do you want me to roll damage? My intent was I wanted to get close enough that I could just like boom, pop him right in the head.
I mean, the boat yachts have stabilizers, right? So it's not like you would be like choppy.
Well, I mean,
it's a big boat. I don't think a gunshot's going to affect it that bad. It's a huge boat, right?
It's a huge boat.
Yeah, there's no way that would.
Yeah, no.
If it was like a dinghy, that would probably fuck with it.
All right. And then what was I know you mentioned there is a certain feet away, it's a guaranteed
that's
shot.
what I'm looking.
Like 3 yards or something like that.
I thought it was something like.
Well, I know you get like a 20% bonus for being up close, and I mean, so that would make it 100% basically.
While he shoots, I'm going to try to like jump at her and like tackle her to the ground in the chair.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. It's
like
like everyone's
unarmed
moving
combat.
at the same time. Like I have the syringe, so I'm ready to like.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump, like hit her, hold her down, and he can come up and syringe her.
Okay.
So unarmed combat that. No, I fail. That's 64 over 60.
Yikes!
All right. She just she sees you leap towards her, and she gets out.
Well, she's got to roll 2, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Why am I DMing really bad right now? I'm DMing.
I mean, this is new. We haven't done a lot of combat.
Yeah. Oh, I also failed. So
nothing happens.
like she sees you come towards her, and then she like tries to get up, and then like also trips.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
She's sitting here
what
like
if she
trying to do her little
She would
villain
get out of the way.
monologue.
She would get out of the
Yeah.
way.
And we just rush her, and she's like, "Oh my god!" just like, falls out of her chair.
Yeah, she just like falls out of her chair. You hit Brigand.
I mean, I'd blast him. So my pistol would probably be. I shouldn't have closed it, but it would be a 1d10, I believe.
Okay,
Or
sure.
or if you just want to call it
Right, lethal.
lethal.
So yeah, what did you say
there we
about the
go.
proximity and all that? Like,
Yeah, pistol 1d10.
oh, right. Because do they cover like the logistics? Like if you were saying a called shot, like a
Called
headshot.
shot allows you to do like basically treat it as like a crit. I think.
Yeah, where is that?
Because I mean, like I guess like there's a
But he would have to roll a penalty for a called shot. He didn't roll at a penalty with the called shot. so.
It's just like
Oh, I mean,
basically there's a line in the sand where like you're holding a gun to someone's head who's restrained and you shoot them in the head, and at some point
Right.
that becomes not that, and I'm curious like where that line is, you know?
Right. Yeah, but you weren't like at the desk. You were still like a few feet away from the desk.
Well, you tell me what I need to roll.
Oh.
Because I succeeded in a shot.
Yeah. So you did shoot him.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the roll.
Do we doing damage?
Yeah. Do damage.
Okay. So I blast him for 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. He's still up. You shot him in the shoulder, so it's kind of you shot him in the shoulder that like is holding up his shooting arm.
Okay.
So his ability to raise his pistol is now compromised.
Well, cool. I don't know if we're rolling into straight combat, but that's so I
It
started.
sounds like it might be because
Yeah.
he's gonna act.
He is going to act. He's going to.
Do you need all our dexterity
Yeah,
modifiers?
I'm gonna need. Oh yeah, initiative
Aw,
orders,
yeah.
please.
All right.
I got 12.
Battle theme. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
So we got 12 for Strauss.
Ace is 13.
Ace is 13.
11 for Duffy.
11 for Duffy.
That was the Quest 64 combat theme. If anyone recognized that, you're really cool. My score is 12.
12. And if two people have 12, how do you
They
differentiate?
act at the same time.
They act at the same time?
Yeah, their actions happen simultaneously,
Whoa, that's cool.
which is good and bad.
Yeah.
So
Okay. 1.
Acid reflux is in perfect health. That's the description for. Or sorry, that's for Constitution. Yeah, I have 14 Constitution. It's crazy, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is now. Let's see. I have character sheets for everyone. I don't know why I'm questioning what I did. Okay, it is now Brigand's turn. And Brigand is going to lift his pistol in his not dominant hand. So he does have a penalty. And he's going to aim it at Strauss because obvious reason.
makes sense.
Because the big ow. I'm gonna use other dice.
It's gonna be wild if someone like dies and then wakes up in the room and they'll be like, I'm curious to see how that works.
I failed. So yeah, the bullet goes like past.
Dodge the bullet.
You dodge the bullet.
Nice.
You're the chosen one. And then let's see. Strauss did already shoot. No, it would be Ace's turn next. But you leapt.
Did that all happen before combat, or are we going to count that as the combat, or is that like beforehand?
I'm gonna say that's the main thing that
Sure.
initiated combat.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah, I don't know if those actions were before we went into combat, like in the rounds, so I'd have another action. I'm totally fine to say that's my action this turn. I'm totally cool with that. So,
I'm gonna say that you leapt before the gun fired.
no, as
it
he
would've been
shot, like he
afterwards,
shot and then I jumped.
Okay, then I'll probably say that was.
Yeah,
the,
totally fine.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right, so that means the next is reflex.
Yeah, I mean, like my goal here is to subdue. Like, there's really two goals here. It's obviously kill brigands, but also subdue her. So, and make sure she doesn't kill herself. So, I would be trying to get over there. I mean, I have the syringe in my hand, which is kind of awkward because she's not restrained. So, I think, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, do I have to do it in the neck? I don't actually know how.
Is
You
it
just
like
gotta get a
Dexter
blood.
style?
You just
Get
gotta
in
get
her
a vein.
eyeball.
As long as you get a vein.
Get two birds with one stone. Get the eye.
I mean,
I mean,
what-
vein makes it more fast acting,
right.
But
So
yeah.
if I get it anywhere, it's gonna work, right?
It will just take longer. I
longer.
believe that's how it
That's
works.
probably fine.
But-
So I guess I'm just gonna try to inject her anywhere, really.
Okay,
Right in the stomach.
that's probably unarmed, right?
Yeah, I'd say unarmed combat
yeah.
makes the most sense.
Unarmed combat.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
And so technically, she would have either tried to dodge or fight back when I attacked her, so that would be her turn this round.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So she wouldn't be able to
she's not able to.
No,
do
yeah,
anything.
you're right because I
Yeah.
rolled for her to.
Yep.
Okay, no,
So.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, apparently I don't have any. So, but it's a default of 40. So I mean, let's give it a shot, right?
I believe in you.
I believe poorly. So I failed. So what does that mean for my situation? So I couldn't get it in.
I say
You-
you just don't stab her.
You don't stab her. You
Yeah.
like stab like the ground next to her or
Got it,
something.
okay.
And she's
Got
just
it.
like kind of like trying to get back on her feet on the ground.
All right,
Because she tripped with her roll, and it would make sense that she's now stumbled.
there we go.
All right, that means the Duffy. You are the other person in the room that has a gun.
I'm gonna try to shoot brigands.
I like it.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
I hit 31.
Nice. Roll for damage.
What is the damage? A
D10.
D10. Well, it depends on what you have. I'm
Yeah.
guessing you have a pistol of some kind.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Blow his fucking brains out.
You might be dead or dying.
Yeah.
Brigands is dead.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Yes.
Y'all with your normal guns. I got a deagle. It's D12. it's a D12, baby. Oh yeah. Acid reflex would have a deagle. You know it, bro. You know it.
Fucking no scoping over here.
Yeah, exactly. I think that thing's like I've never shot it like outside of it. Yeah.
Break your arm.
Break my arm. It would. Yeah. I'm very curious to how that would go. Haven't shot it.
Oh, I love
All
it.
right, wrapping this up, we're about to the top of the round. And we are the only person left with 13 initiative is now Ace.
All right, I'm gonna try to grab her.
Grab her.
That's a 61.
Oh my god.
But since I failed, do I add the point now or at the end of the session?
I mean, by normal rules, it would be
At the end, right?
At the
Yes.
end. Well,
Yeah.
also keep in mind we do have the penalty.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. We got the penalty. So yeah, I'm not able to grab her again.
Yeah, she wiggles out of your grasp yet again. Oh,
Does she-
Well, does she want to fight back or does she want to try to dodge? So fighting back means she rolls, and if she hits me. Otherwise, she rolls to dodge out of the way, and then I don't grab
Well,
her.
she can.
Or she can
choose-
just do nothing and then do
Yeah.
something on her turn.
Yeah, I'm going to say that she's gonna try. You just don't grab her, and
Sure.
then when it's her turn.
Yeah.
try to
Okay.
run or something. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Next would have been Brigands, but then he left. And so, yeah, her roll was after. Okay, so the person that is next is Strauss or Reflex. Ooh, which one is it? I forget.
They both go at the
Same
same time.
time.
Same time.
Same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm going to rush over to her and so she's on the ground.
She's trying to get her feet from under her, but then Ace keeps trying to like
if
trip
she's
her up.
on the ground, I'm just going to walk over and like step on her arm,
Okay.
like try to pin her down, or like
Sure.
maybe even like on her back. But I'm just trying to pin her down and keep her immobile so she can't reach for something. So I think if she's on the ground, I'm stepping on her arm and trying to keep her there.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Probably unarmed, I would say
I
too.
would say unarmed again.
tackle
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
She's just been wiggly right now.
42 under 60.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, you step on her arm.
Well, and my goal, just I guess I don't know, mechanically what it is, but my goal is to help keep her immobile.
There's
Yeah.
a
So
pin
just
action.
is there?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a. I think it's an unarmed combat though.
Well, I'll look
Yeah.
into that.
But mechanically, that's what we.
Right, yeah, we're trying to pin
Oh,
her.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess I go next. So that
Reflex.
means. Oh, yeah. Let's read it.
Yeah, it's right there. I can't do it because I need to have both hands free.
Okay.
So if it's still around next turn, then I'll be doing
Gotcha.
it.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, she's a little bit like immobilized, so I guess
Still has
I'm,
one arm.
right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to
Just
yeah,
like the
get
drummer from Def Leppard.
Yep. Here we go. Just unarmed again. That's gonna be another fail. Somehow
Somewhere.
she's able to.
You're like one of the guys from like a karate movie where you're just like on the background.
Dude.
Like, you're just there to fill
Yeah,
up
yeah.
a spot.
I'm just- like, how did she prevent getting stabbed right now? She has like
She's wily.
3 men just like trying to. All right.
All right. Next person is Duffy.
This round, I'm just gonna get Brigands' gun and make sure that's under control.
Cool.
Probably start to clear out his pockets.
2 pistols on her.
Yeah.
We got a
Kimbo.
gun kata user over here.
Yeah. But he's just like his cop training. He just wants to be
Yeah.
safe. There's a gun on the ground, so he wants to make sure that nobody can
Get it out of the way where she can't go scramble for it. Yeah, it makes total
clips
sense.
out of it. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. It is her turn. Which arm did you pin down, Strauss?
Tell me. It's whatever one's closest.
Yeah.
Is she looking right or left? Because
Um,
it's whichever. Literally, like he's like running over and like stomp on her arm. So
I kind of picture her on her stomach trying to get her feet from like underneath her to get to run, but then you came and then you stomped on her like left arm.
okay, cool.
All right. Which would mean her instinct right now would be to grab the gun in her pocket.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little surprised by this, because I feel like if Strauss was able to land a blow like that, he could just as easily have said, like, I just tackle you with both arms and hold both arms, right?
Right.
Well, I mean, we got him climbing all over her.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to dogpile. I'm just.
But he missed, though.
I missed.
Yeah.
Well, missed pinning her, but he's still there.
Right.
But like, yeah, because if he was a physical impedance, that would mean that he like succeeded and is holding something. Since he missed, like he's not an obstruction, in my opinion. So I don't know. That's kind of how I see this.
Okay.
So like, personally, because there's the reason I'm asking about this is because I have a question later about timetable, because I'm actually worried that something bad might happen if we don't hurry the fuck up. So
technically, getting the gun is an action. Like she only has one action, so getting the gun is the only thing she can do. This
Yeah,
round.
she can't pull it out.
Okay,
and
she
shoot
can't
herself.
shoot
You
herself
can
now,
reasonably
alright.
move like 5 feet or like
Yes.
3 feet,
Okay.
and then have another action. But like pulling the gun is her action.
Well, that and she has a penalty right now because the gun is in her left pocket and she's on her stomach, so her reaching
Okay,
and getting it
Yeah.
will be a hard.
that is fair.
Yeah.
All right.
And she does fail. Like crit fail. Oh my god. I got 99.
Oh damn!
Yeah, so she's just like wiggling around on the floor. She's just flopping around and she's screaming and she's just like it did alert, the crew members that hear
Sure.
gunshots.
Who cares?
You hear people like running around up there.
Yeah.
That's probably where we're gonna end this episode
Oh
because
my
time fucking flies, dudes.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It's a good spot.
But yeah, that's end with combat. You guys now have detained the Tiffany.
Tiffany.
I think Ace would just look like Strauss, chloroform her, Duffy, cover the door,
And yeah,
get her
I'll
down.
Pull the chloroform out and just. I think that would kind of be like my next turn, but yeah, wow, just get her.
I like that. It's like the lasting images of like her, like kind of like we see from her point of view of like the room kind of like getting hazy and phasey, and then it blacks out.
Yeah,
and we end
totally.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We will see you next week.
See you next week.